welcome to Gemini Star Spiritual Wellness. Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited that you're here with me for this video. So in today's video, we're going to be doing the weekly tarot reading for the week of January 4th through the 10th, 2026 for all the air signs. So that would be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So let's see what's going on for this upcoming week for all the air signs out there. So already getting into January. And as always, please hit that like button so that this goes out to other air signs that need to see it. And it also helps the channel to grow, so I'd appreciate that. And also hit subscribe if you haven't already, because that will allow you to see other videos I put out. I am very grateful for all my subscribers, new and existing. And that way you'll get future videos I put out. And also take what resonates with this and leave behind what doesn't. There'll be a lot of air signs watching this, so it might resonate with you and it might not. So just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. So let's see what's going on for this upcoming week. All right, let's see. What is the energy for air signs for the week of January 4th through 10th, 2026? All right, let's see what's going on. All right, so we've got the Two of Wands, Knight of Cups, Temperance, Judgment. Okay, got some big cards floating here. I remember Knight of Swords. I'll move the microphone over a little bit here. Okay. Nine of Pentacles and the World. Okay, hold on. There we go. All right, so we got some big heavy hitters here in this reading for us air signs for this week. So we've got three major arcana, Temperance, Judgment, and the World. So it's like there's a lot a lot of energy going on for this week. So coming into the week of the 4th of January, definitely we've been working on some divine timing. So there have been things, and I kind of got this with last week's weekly readings too for everybody. There's been some things that we've been working on over the course of 2025. And it's like we're finally, it's like things are finally coming in now in manifesting. It's like it's taken a while. And I keep hearing that things had to get out of the way. Like there was things in our life that we were letting go of last year in 25. And it's like now it's coming up to, 26. It's beginning of 26. And like now it's time for these manifestations to happen. But it's been kind of like a long time in coming, but it is coming. And you can see I'm drawn to this sun right here, this at the end of this little path. So it's kind of like light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. It might have been like a long journey to get here, but these things are finally coming in. And it's like there's divine timing in play. And that's what the holdup was. Like there was things that we might have been holding on to that were no longer in alignment with us, and we were like holding on to them. And it's like it was time to let all that go. But we were like we were holding on to it. And it's time, it was time to let that stuff go so that the new things can come in. But everything had to happen in divine timing. So it's like kind of like the universe was waiting for us to get to a point in our energy where we were ready for these things to come in. Like we're finally ready for this to all manifest in our life. But it couldn't be rushed. It couldn't be rushed because there was lessons that needed to be learned, patterns that needed to be broken, things that we had to work on before the universe could bring in this change, bring in. So it's kind of like everything was happening timing. And I'm hearing that divine timing is very precise. So it's like everything's happening exactly as it's meant to. Everything falls into place just as it's meant to. So that's in our past position. So coming into the beginning of January here, In our current energy, we're looking at our options. We're looking at a different way we want to go. We haven't quite made a decision yet, but we're looking at our options. And it's like interesting about what's coming in, looking at the other cards. But we are looking at our options, and it looks like there could very well be like a love offer coming in. So this looks like this could be a love reading because I'm looking at everything here, the rest of the cards, and it definitely looks like a love reading to me. So it could very well be, something coming in, like an offer coming in, a love offer coming in. And it's kind of like this offer couldn't come in until we had let go of some other situations. It's like we had to get to a point where we were open and available for this offer to come in. So it's like now it's coming in, and it's like we're kind of looking at what we want to do about it, looking at our options. Now, I feel like it's happening quick. It's waiting, waiting, waiting for divine timing, and then as soon as the timing's right, it's like boom, it's in our face. It happens real fast, like a snap, like really quick. And we've got the Judgment card here. And so it's like there's something big that's been happening, kind of brewing in the background. And I'm really feeling strongly that throughout the last year of 2025, it's like things were falling into place to lead up to this offer to come in. And now that we've turned the corner into the new year, it's like into January, it's like now the time's finally right for this to finally come forward. But it's like it's something you just coming. It's like it's going to be a big shift in our life is what I'm hearing. Like this offer, if we choose to take it, it's going to be a big difference in our life. It's going to be a big change for us. And that could be what we're thinking about. Do we want to let this into our life? Maybe you've been single for a while, and it looks like you have been from these other cards that are coming up. And it's like maybe you're not, do you really want to bring somebody in your life and no longer be single? I mean, you might have gotten comfortable being on your own, and now you're going to have somebody else in your life. And that could be, could be a little bit stressful, because you're not quite sure how to handle that because maybe you've gotten used to being on your own. So bringing somebody into your life after being alone for a while can be quite stressful. So I'm looking at this is the current energy I have for us, and I'm covering up the Judgment card somewhat because there's some nudity on it. But this is what we have in the current energy for us air signs. So it's like we're looking, this offer comes in, we're looking at our options. It's been brewing for a while, and it's like it comes in fast. It's like nothing's happening, and then boom, it's like all this stuff happens at once. And it's like like a snap. It's like right in our face, and it's like this big change, is coming. It's like and I'm hearing that okay, you could have gotten guidance from your spirit guides on this. It could be like an epiphany. I'm also hearing that this Judgment card is also meaning like, and this is all your current energy. So it's happening, currently, all this right here. But I'm hearing that it's like, it could be like your spirit team is like helping to bring in an epiphany for you about this situation. And it's kinda like you get this sudden epiphany about it, and that's kinda why it feels so sudden, like, boom, it's in your face, like, it's it's like all sudden, boom, it's there because maybe you're getting an epiphany about this person, about this offer coming in. But I definitely feel like there's some download from the higher, realms coming in from angels, archangels, your spirit team, kinda to help guide you through this. And in the near future, it's like, we've got the Knight of Swords. So it's like this love offer's coming in, but it could be now this could be a different person. It could be a fellow air sign. It could be a different person than this person. It could be different. But I'm feeling like it's the same person. So they come in with an offer and you're thinking about it. You're not quite sure what to do yet. And they could be getting like they're coming in fast. So maybe they make the offer And you're like, let me think about it. But they're kind of, I don't want to say being pushy with you, but they're trying to come in fast, like as far as information. It's like you might feel like they're coming at you too fast. And it's kind of making you nervous. So it's like they're wanting to speed things up is what I'm hearing. So it's like you're like, think about, but they're kind of like, oh, let's get going with this. Let's get, it's like they're kind of pushing you to make a decision a little bit. So let's get some clarifiers on that. So 2 clarifiers, please, for the Knight of Swords. 2 clarifiers. Please and thank you right here. 2 clarifiers. Okay. So, yeah, it could very well be a fellow air sign that you're dealing with. And it's like they're trying to kind of push you to make a decision, or they're trying to hurry you up. But it's not working because these are the 2 cards I got for the clarifiers. It's like you need time to think about this and make your decision because there's kind of an element of confusion. Maybe you have feelings for this person. Maybe it's somebody from your past that you've already had like a romantic relationship with, and they're coming back around, and you're thinking about, do you want to go down this road again? It's like you're thinking about what you want to do, but I don't think they're going to get anywhere with kind of pushing you forward because you're in this is you. You're in this King of Swords energy. So you're kind of like you're listening to them, but you're not going to put up with any BS from them. So you've got that sword in front because you see he's kind of looking a little defensive. He's got that sword in front of him. So he's very wise, intuitive. He's very intelligent and wise. And he's kind of like, has that sword in front, like, I'm going to listen to you and make my decision, but you're not going to put up with any shenanigans or any kind of drama or chaos. Like you're not going to do it. I feel like whatever you had to learn last year while this was brewing up, and it's like whatever you had to learn, whatever patterns you had to break or lessons you had to learn, you've learned them. And so you're using that knowledge in this situation. It's like you've grown energetically and you've grown past and I'm feeling like it is somebody from your past. Like you've grown past the way this relationship used to be. So if it was kind of toxic or, there was a level of emotional immaturity or something going on in the past, it's like you've grown past it. So you're no longer in energetic alignment or, like that as you were back then. I mean, you're a different person now is what I'm trying to say energetically than you were back when you were with this person before. And I'm strongly feeling like this is somebody from your past. And so just be careful. Like you might want to tell them, look, I need to slow down. I don't want to be rushed into this because you need to make a decision and you don't want to have any confusion moving forward. Like you want to make sure that this is really what you want to do. So you're kind of taking your time. So if they're pushing you, just kind of slow things down is what I'm hearing. Slow things way down. Take your time. And I'm not saying don't go with this person. I'm just saying they might be anxious and they might be kind of pushing you for an answer, but take your time to really think about it and make sure that this is what you want. Cause I have a feeling like they're going to want to move things quickly with you. And partly it's because this has been a long time coming. Maybe that's why they're anxious to be quick about it, but you just take your time. So some of the cards I've got here to kind of go along with this advice cards from universe is you've been kind of in a good happy place. You've been independent. You've got your pentacles. See how many pentacles she has, and she's sovereign and independent, and she's got her abundance. Like she's taking care of herself. She's doing well, and that's where we've been, air signs. It's like we've been doing well for ourselves and taking care of ourselves and in a good place. And that's kind of why you're like, let me really think about this. Like, do I do I want to bring somebody into my life? Because I've been in this energy for quite some time. Do I want to bring somebody in, and have a relationship? Am I ready for that? Especially if it's somebody from your past. You got to think about, am I willing to go another round with this person and give them another try? So it's kind of like you're really taking your time thinking about it because you've been in a good place. Like you've grown. If this is someone from your past, you've way grown past them and you've been doing really good for yourself, and so since the relationship ended. And so in the past, so you really are thinking about this. But I feel like right now it's like while you're making this decision, and I got the world card here, but I won't show you, but just maybe this part of it. But you've been you're like in this gateway phase. So it's kind of like you're in this place of thinking about it and you're gatewaying into a new into a new path. So this is like the in between time, but it's like you're getting ready to start a new phase. And it could be a new phase in your life or a new phase with this relationship. So it could be, someone from your past coming back around, and it's like you're starting a new phase with this person, and leaving the past behind. And if you choose not to go forward with this person, it's like you're starting a new phase in your life. But you're definitely in this gateway type energy where you're leaving the past behind and you're going into a new future, into a new phase. So it looks like we got, love coming at us quick for this week in January. And, for some of you, this is happening right now. Maybe for some of you, it might be a little bit later. Everyone's going to be different in their energy. But, and I keep hearing like somebody from your past with this love offer coming in. But just make sure that you don't rush into anything, even if they're kind of anxious and they want a decision and they're kind of being a little pushy about it. Be in your King of Swords energy. Take your time and think about it. Don't let them push you into something that you're not confident in, because it's not going to be good to move into something if you're still feeling a little confused and unsure. So make sure that you're in a good place energetically and to make this decision. And take your time because this is a major decision. I mean, you've been in a good place for quite some time on your own. So it's like, or away from this person. So it's like you need to, really think about if this is what you really want. And then, like I said, you've got this new phase starting up with the world card. So I feel like because temperance is here in judgment and the world, which is three major arcanas, which are big heavy hitters, I feel like this person, it's like you are going to end up, trying again with this person. Cause I feel like there's some divine guidance on this. Like maybe, like you're meant to be with this person. But in the past, you both weren't in a good place energetically to be together. Like you had to go through some cycles, you had to go through some lessons and such to be ready to come back together. And now it's like you're finally at that point where you've done all that work and it's time to bring you guys back together. So I definitely feel like there's some divine guidance, like you're meant to be with this person, or, at least have them back in your life. And, maybe not romantically, maybe just as a friend, but I feel like there's a reason why they're coming back around, kind of like it's destined and fated. And so, but just don't rush into anything. Make sure that you're okay. I'm just hearing one more thing before I end the reading is I'm hearing part of the reason why they're coming at you quickly, like wanting an answer and maybe being a little pushy. Because remember, I was talking earlier in the reading about an epiphany, getting an epiphany coming down with the judgment card, that it's kind of like enlightening you to some truth. I am hearing that this person had that epiphany and they got a download from the divine about who you really are to them and the truth about your relationship. And that's why they're coming at you in this big hurry, is because they've had this download of truth, basically clarifying that, yes, this person, you're meant to be with this person's who is your person. It's kind of like they get this epiphany of knowledge, and that's why they're coming at you so fast. But I still say take your time, don't rush into it. But yeah, they definitely had a realization, and that epiphany, I feel like it's the other person that and you might have gotten it too, or maybe you've already known that this is your person. But, I really feel like that's what's really pushing them to kinda rush into this a little bit, because they feel like they've wasted enough time and they wanna be with you. But just be smart about it. Take your time and think about it, air sign. Don't rush into anything. So that's what I have for us for the week of January 4th through the 10th. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.